Hi guys, so we're going to do, starting with this video and with some upcoming videos, a little series on self-defense. So I'm going to start actually with some of the more advanced moves and work my way down from there. And I'm going to start actually with knife self-defense. So one of the tougher things to learn because it's very imperfect and very imprecise. So this video is actually not going to be about demonstrating any particular techniques, but it's going to be just about talking about some of the basic principles behind knife defense that you will then apply in the actual technique videos. Okay, so to see here I have 3 rubber knives, plastic knives, and I'll get a little closer so you guys can see. Meant to illustrate a couple different principles behind knife self-defense. This one here is black knife. You can see it's got a double-edged blade, okay, so really no safe place to grab it on the actual blade. This one looks kind of like something out of a Halloween costume, just a single edge. But a lot longer blade, and then a flat part of the blade. And then this one, also a flat part of the blade, and a little bit more of like I guess a shank style knife. Okay, so with edged weapons, bladed weapons, there's really no one size fits all, and accordingly there's not a one size fits all approach. So a couple different things that you want to keep in mind with edged weapons. Number one, statistically speaking, you're going to get cut. Doesn't matter who comes at me, how much experience they have. If there's somebody brandishing a knife, slashing, thrusting, whatever it may be, more than likely, no matter how trained of a fighter or whatever I happen to be, I'm gonna get cut. Okay, so the trick is to minimize the damage and to prevent it from escalating into anything fatal, and get control of the knife and that person wielding it against you as soon as possible. Okay, number 2 is nothing fancy. So the best self-defense is always the most straightforward and the most lethal, the thing that ends it in 2 to 3 seconds. So same principle that we're going to follow with knife self-defense. You see a lot of videos on YouTube with a lot of kind of, turn the wrist this way and then open the pinky that way and this kind of stuff. Not going to work, especially we've all been in some sort of adrenalizing scenario. All the thinking goes out the window, the fine motor skills, coordination goes out the window. So we want to rely on big, high percentage of success movements to see us through the interaction. And number 3, I can't emphasize the importance of the softening technique. Okay, so by that I mean techniques that are meant to pull the opponent's attention away from their purpose, which is of course to stab you, and also to get them focused on the damage that they themselves are taking, so that they can relax their grip on that knife hand, the hand wielding the knife, and they can focus on, again, the damage that they're sustaining, the knees, elbows, palm strikes, whatever it is that you're giving their way. Okay, so we're going to see in the following videos some of those principles at play. So just to recap what we talked about, many different kinds of weapons, okay, different kinds of edges, you're going to get cut, and make sure that you establish control of the attacking hand. I'm going to demonstrate a lot of 2-on-1 techniques, 2 hands on 1. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I'm going to do it in context. It'll make more sense with the techniques coming up in future videos.